Hey y'all, welcome to this week's episode of Soul Food Sundays, the outdoor edition. It is like 80 degrees today, and so I decided to get out and do a reading for you guys and just partake in this good sunshiny solar energy in one of my favorite spots at the park, in front of the water. Got a little, I don't even know what you call this body of water because it ain't quite a pond. It definitely ain't a lake. But whatever it is, it brings me such peace. And so that is where I made a conscious choice to be today. And as many of you know, we are in Pisces season. And I don't know about y'all, but Pisces season has been requiring quite a bit of shadow work for me. So I'm having to kind of dive deep as it relates to the themes, 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 and the things that are coming up for me, be it through readings, journaling, just self-reflection, meditation, whatever, honey. I'm having to do the shadow work to better understand, heal, come to grips with some of the things that have been lying dormant within me. And so if that has been the case for you all, if you're resonating with that, I am going to be pulling from two of the decks that I work with the most when it comes to doing shadow work personally, to see what message comes out for the collective. Because I mean, if that's the case for me, there's a strong chance that that's the case for you all, and you may be experiencing some things and don't know that you're experiencing those things because it's pointing you toward doing some shadow work. And so we're also experiencing a 3-3 portal. We'll actually have quite a few of them this month. So the 3rd of March, the 12th of March, with 1 and 2 equaling 3, and also the 30th of March will be 3 portals, and I am planning to do a reading on that 3 portal energy as well. But if you have not checked out the leftovers from last week's Soul Food Sundays, which was Get Moving, there was a lot of 3 energy coming up in that reading that I believe wholeheartedly speaks to that 3 portal energy as well. So just about at the 3-minute mark, we're gonna get into this reading. I am going to pray, and then I will be pulling from the Lantern Oracle, the Mystical Healing reading cards, and possibly clarifying with the Power of Love. Because one thing I think we neglect to do when we're doing all this shadow work is to treat ourselves and to be mindful of, with shadow work, we're getting rid of some things, we're releasing some things. But when you make that room, when you release, what are you needing to pour back into you? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you created space for? So the Power of Love may very well give us a message as it relates to that. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, we call in the entire team of light to support us on this journey at this time in civilization. Dear God, we just thank you for your love, your light. We thank you for your resources, and we just ask that you open us up and help us to dive deeper into our shadows so that we may bring light into those areas, dear God, and light into humanity, dear God. We just thank you for being who you are at this time and always. Amen. All right. I'm going to start with the Lantern Oracle cards. When I tell you, when it comes to shadow work, these cards get to it, baby. I think I've used them once or twice in a Soul Food Sunday, so you may be familiar if you've been rocking with me for a minute. So Spirit, what message do you have for the collective at this time? And not a whole book, Spirit. What message do you have for the collective at this time? I just saw the moving forward card, which really speaks to last week's message about get moving. We need to move beyond some stage, some cycle, some point in our lives. Spirit message you have for the collective. Oh, that's a lot. Alright. Number 27. Renewal. Regeneration begins with decay. Here you have a Native American individual with one bird on their shoulder and a stick, which can very much be likened to the wands in the tarot. As y'all can see, I got my Palo Santo burning. Got them good vibes going. Because with this renewal message, we're needing to let some stuff go. What I just said, we're releasing. With that shadow work, we're releasing and we're creating space for the new energy that God is trying to bring into our lives. We're closing chapters and opening up to new chapters. We're writing new chapters. We're changing the narrative. And so those things that are dying, those things that are decaying within our lives, we're needing to let them. Wherever there's chaos or relationships that are falling apart, people that you're no longer resonating with, jobs you're no longer resonating with, foods that no longer sit well with you, you're having different reactions to the foods that you're used to eating, routines that no longer resonate with you. That's for a purpose. You're being renewed. Those are things you're needing to let go of. So you hold on to this one. You hold on to your one, which is big Ace of Wands energy. Ace of Wands is all about new energy. The Ace of Wands is equivalent to having an awakening, to going through an ascension, to going, leveling up. You know what I'm saying? So we are to embrace this new energy. And with that birds are messengers, and they also speak to liberation and freedom. Know that you always have a messenger, a companion with you, your spirit guides, the people who God send in your life to send you a message. They're always there, but you're to take those divinely orchestrated messages and occurrences and things that are going on in your life and to move forward with them. This lady ain't got a whole lot. I think it's a lady. Looks like a lady. Yeah, because she got on a skirt. She ain't got a lot of baggage. She just got that bird on her shoulder with blue, red, and white color on that bird. And she's got that wand. Take your new energy, and that's a big ass wand too, yo. Speaking to the big shifts, the big changes, the big energy that you now possess as a result of the work that you've done up to this far. You take that with you and you move forward toward renewal, because you are enough. With this next message, number 20, enough. You're not only enough, you were born enough. And the journey that you're on is leading you back to remembering your worthiness. It never went anywhere. You were just conditioned to believe otherwise. Your worthiness, your enoughness was always there. So you have this individual here with her wings. She's standing confidently, cloaked in red and turquoise, because she knows the importance of speaking from her heart, with the combination of that heart chakra and that throat chakra working that thymus chakra. She has a strong thymus chakra, which is represented by the color turquoise, which is the combination of blue and green. And she's secure in that red because her root chakra is strong, because she knows that she is enough, that she is equipped, and she is connected to the lavish abundance, the unlimited abundance of the Most High God. This is some I am that I am energy being represented here, because we're being led to melt the mask, represented by the number 16 breaking down to a 7. Spiritual mastery is going to require that you melt the mask that you're used to navigating life wearing. You don't need that anymore. You never needed it, but you really don't need it now. It says allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. For many of us, we wear so many different hats. And in order to wear those hats, in the past, we felt like we've had to wear this mask to get through the workday, to get through being at home, and to get through being around our friends and our contemporaries. But this card is saying, no ma'am, no sir, go on now, Mr. Bug. I'm trying to live in harmony with you, but you kind of killing my vibe. But yeah, you can no longer wear that mask. It does not fit. It does not behoove you to wear that mask anymore to fit in. You are to allow your spirit self to shine in any and every area of your life. Every table that you sit at, you take your higher self with you, because you have reached a certain level of spiritual mastery that requires that has equipped you with that. You now have that confidence of knowing that you are enough to do that, and do that unwaveringly. I had some ladies yesterday, they were Mormons. I came out here to this exact same spot, and they approached me they wanted to talk about Christ. They were doing missionary work, and I declined because I was getting ready to do devotion and do like my own personal reading and journaling and things of that nature. And the lady kept apologizing for interrupting me, and I wanted to really go into a whole spiel about, don't apologize. If this is the work that you're being led to do, don't apologize. You know what I'm saying? You saw the opportunity, you pursued it. I'm not interested, and now you go on about your day. Be blessed. You know what I'm saying? But don't keep apologizing because you're only doing what it is that you felt led by your higher power or whoever is governing that whole sanction. You just were doing what you were led to do. And so the next card is forgiveness. Hurts block our light, represented by the number 26, because 26 breaks down to an 8, and for some of you, the thing that is blocking your abundance, because 8 represents abundance and balance, the thing that's keeping you unbalanced and is blocking your abundance is the need for forgiveness. If you're not familiar with the Ho'oponopono Hawaiian prayer, look that up. I don't know it by heart, but it's a affirmation, so to speak, or prayer to help you to forgive yourself and others where forgiveness is needed. And for many of us, you know, it's easier for us to kind of determine where we're needing forgiveness or where we're needing to forgive somebody else. But it tends to get a little harder when it comes to the things we need to forgive ourselves for. Some of us are carrying things and holding things against ourselves that we didn't know when we didn't know what we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And for that reason, when you didn't know and you therefore didn't do better, you cannot hold that against yourself the same way you can't hold things against people when they don't know better. So let's make sure that we are not allowing unforgiveness in any way, be it for ourselves or others, to block our light. Don't let nothing block your light, yo. Be very indiscriminate about what you allow to block your light, and protect your energy at all costs. Be very indiscriminate about who you allow to block your light, because I guarantee you there are things and entities and people that are out there that want to. Your light scares the shit out of some people, because your light shines light on their demons. It shines light on their shadows, and it has nothing to do with you that they're not ready, willing, or able to confront those things. You still have the responsibility, the spiritual accountability to shine your light. So the next message is spirit self, represented by the number 1, because that's an independent energy. It's not dependent on anyone or anything outside of you, because you are to be who you are as you are. And as you can see, this individual here has green hair, whole lot of green and turquoise energy, and she's holding on to what looks like a golden apple. Because in order to step forward boldly and be who you are as you are, you're needed to step into that golden solar plexus energy. You're needing to nourish yourself with things that feed and heal your solar plexus. So those yellow foods, your squash, your bananas, your yellow fruits, anything yellow, wear the color yellow, work with the color gold, because those are the things that are going to help you heal and show up in this world more as your spirit self and more confident. And for many of you, I know for me, a message that's been coming up, we're deepening our connection to our heart chakra with the experiences that are coming up for us as of late. So make sure I don't burn these folks' grass, child. Palo Santo, because I'm going to need more than that to get me out of jail. Honey, wait a minute. But yeah, with this green energy, that's heart chakra energy all day long. We're needing to do the work to heal our heart chakra as well. So make sure you're eating your greens, you're working with the color green in your meditation. You are bathing yourself in green light, and you are breathing in and out, breathing in consciously those things, that energy that helps heal your heart chakra, and breathing out anything that would be blocking that. Because at the end, this very last card is we're having to find strength in vulnerability. You got to heal that heart chakra so you can open up. We cannot continue to navigate this life with all that damn armor on. It is weighing you down. Be you man, woman, or your inner child. Because I know ain't no underage, ain't no children watching this video, more than likely. But you got to have the strength to be vulnerable, to heal your inner child, to help heal the inner child of other people. You have to allow yourself to be vulnerable, and even where you can't trust other people, you're gonna have to trust the Most High, and that the things that are going on within and around you are happening for your highest good, because true power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. Take the time to sit down and really do an assessment of what you feel your strengths and your weaknesses are, and then start to work on where those weaknesses may very well be an illusion, because I guarantee you they are. Ain't shit weak about you. Nothing. It's all an illusion. But you're gonna have to be vulnerable with yourself. You're gonna have to be vulnerable with the people around you, and you're gonna have to be vulnerable with your spirit guides, your ancestors, and the Most High, in order to heal that whole concept of lack, because that's all that is. That's lack consciousness, when you feel like you're weak. You're weak in an area, because abundance consciousness will allow you to identify, okay, I'm not 100% efficient in this area, but I have everything within my reach in order to strengthen that area, in order to become more powerful in that area. I already have that power. I just haven't tapped into it yet. It's already mine. I lack nothing. So make sure that you all are keeping that in mind as you are doing your shadow work, because at the top of the deck we have false beliefs. We're feeding into false beliefs that we're going to have to shine light on in order to step into the fullness of our spirit self, of our higher self. Because it says, once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways that we can release the false limitations they confine us to. And in this reading, in this card, we have an owl. Owls are all about wisdom, yo. They come through with a message that is going to carry you throughout not only the experiences that you're going through, but throughout life. Owls bring messages that are going to help you help other people. Because at the end of the day, many of us are walking through, like at the bottom of this deck, with broken dreams represented by the number 23. So that top card was represented by the number 13, which breaks down to a 4. And 4s are all about stability and foundation. We're building a new foundation that is going to help us see where we have some underlying broken dreams which are causing conflict within us, because broken dreams is represented by the number 23, which breaks down to a 5. But our personal freedom is going to come from overcoming this. And it says only you can accept or reject your dreams. You have this lady here, she's crying, she's in turmoil, and there's a broken mirror there, because her mirrors are symbolic of our identity. I can't seem to avoid the way this sun is hitting the camera for nothing, but we gonna move on. So that was a message from the Lantern Oracle, and I am going to skip the mystical healing reading cards, because baby, the Lantern Oracle brought it on home, and we're just gonna see what it is that we're needing to tap more into in terms of the power of love. Because again, as we are releasing through this shadow work, we're needing to pour into ourselves more love. So Spirit, please clarify the message that has come through the Lantern Oracle at this time for the collective. Creativity and patience, yo. You're definitely needing to be more patient with yourself and others around you, as we are all battling with something. I don't give a damn how happy and excited people appear to be. Everybody got something going on some scale or another, and so we're needing to be patient with ourselves. We're needing to be patient with one another, and we're needing to be creative in our approach to this healing. We're needing to be creative and allow ourselves to have a creative outlet as we are maneuvering through these energies. Our creativity is going to bring us more joy and passion, and we are needing to explore freedom at the top of the deck. Explore more ways to feel free. Where do you feel bound? Where can you cut those cords? Where can you get out of those situations, circumstances, and scenarios that make you feel like you're not free? So with patience, it says you're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Get in alignment with the energy that is already occurring around you and within you. Stop resisting and fighting it, and be patient with yourself, and be patient with divine timing, with the way things are unfolding in your life. Because I'm telling you, the more you fight that thing, the more you go against it and try to be controlling and don't surrender, the more struggle and suffering you bring on yourself. Creativity says you love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. That forms of illumination speaks to how we shed light on the dark places within us and outside of us. Be creative in how you shed light on the darkness, how you bring to light those things that lurk in the darkness. And at the bottom of the deck, it is our responsibility to do these things. It's our responsibility to do our shadow work. It's our responsibility to show up for ourselves as our highest self. It's our responsibility to get to know what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? And it says you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. If you're not aware, do the work to get aware. That's what this is all about, y'all. So with that being said, I hope that this message found you all well. Check out the latest episode of Entertainment, challenging you all to step into your power and your authority with that Empress energy. Me and my boo, the enlightened daughter, brought home that message here recently, so you can find that in the entertainment playlist. You can also find an episode of Leftovers. I may do a Leftovers episode on this episode of Soul Food Sundays as well. Check me out on Instagram if you're interested in adornments. Check out Adornments by Turquoise Majesty on my website at turquoisemajesty.com. I'm also available for personal readings, so if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do that on the website as well. And with that being said, y'all, peace.